Hey everybody, it has been a long time. I haven't shared anything with you, whether it was breaks, mail days, PSA reveals. Anyway, I have got 2 boxes to open. Got these from Shields today. Looking forward to ripping the new product. I think that'll be a lot of fun. First, I want to go through these 4 packages that I got today. 2 eBay envelopes, 1 fat guy, another fat guy. And not really fat, there's probably just 1 card in each one of them. These ones are pretty cool. These both came from Rochester. One from Rochester, New York, the other from Rochester, Minnesota. I thought that was kind of cool. Anyway, let's open them up, see what we got. Alright, Rochester, New York. This one's from John. Troy Glaus on the red Star Quest. So, back in 99, I really liked Troy Glaus. I was looking forward to him being the next big thing. Had himself a nice career. World Series MVP, if I'm not mistaken, in 2002. My collection for him lasted maybe a year or two. And recently just started back up a couple months ago. Been acquiring some really fun stuff. I'm really excited to show you what I've got. This one came from Post Game Cards in Rochester, Minnesota. What do we got here? Okay, Troy Glaus on the Bowman Chrome Interstate. Those are such sweet cards. I really like those. For all the people dogging on painter's tape and different tapes and stuff, I think it's great. Pinch the top a little bit before you tape. It works like a charm. Obviously don't pinch it so hard where you're pinching the top of the card, but I feel like that's common sense. Alright, big mailer from Mark. I believe this was Salinas, California. Alright, gonna need a little blade here. Here's a slab in here. This is what I think it is. That's a fun card. Let's not cut my fingers off. See a card. Alright, this one's cool. I feel like I snagged this at a stellar price. Topps Big League. It doesn't get a lot of love, but for the right player, the right card, that's a numbered 1 out of 25. That's nuts. PSA 8, I don't care. Number 1 of 25 for Bobby Witt Jr. on the black foil. That's going to be a PC item. Super excited for that one. And this one's really cool. According to my email, yeah, hair is a mess. I'm in the middle of growing it out. So we're in the ugly stages right now. The left ugly, the right ugly. At some point it will turn into flow. Okay, saran wrap. I think this might be the first card I've ever had to unwrap out of saran wrap. There we go. Troy Glaus on the UD Black Diamond. Dual Diamond, double, whatever you want to call it. Numbered out of 2,500. There we go. Pick it up. You get the gist of it. So that pairs with the single diamond. So we got single, double, and PSA 10s. I've got a triple that looks really nice. So, I'm going to cross my fingers. And then I know that it won't gem, but here's the quad diamond. The homer, the 4 diamond, whatever you want to call it, the quadruple. So, and these were numbered out of 100. It's number 20 of 100. 20 is one of my favorite numbers, so that just kind of worked out really well. So yeah, that's what we got going on in packages today. Okay, we're going to dive right in. We're going box number 1. I'm going to change the camera angle. Here we go. Okay, I have no idea where I put my other plastic card holders. So we're just going to pretend that they're right here. Anyway, I would have put 2 here, 1 per box, hoping that, I just want 1 great card out of each box. It can be PC, it could be for sale. I'll show these cool guys off real quick. Shohei rookie, HFA Bobby Witt Jr. 2024. Tyler Freeman Superfractor PSA 10. I took that photo. Lazaro Armenteros PSA 9. I took that photo. Anyway, let's get rolling. Here we go. I'm excited for the new product. I like to cut right on the seams. Why? I don't know. It's weird. I think it's because I've had images on boxes, and I like to save the boxes without the big ol' cut right across the front. You know, so kind of OCD about that. Okay. Box is empty. We have got 4 cards per pack, 8 packs in this first box. Just gonna slide this. Let's put it right there so that we all know it exists. Okay, 4 cards. Let's roll. Okay, something backwards right off the bat with a refractor. Hanley, Mark Burley, Jose Barrios, Logan Gilbert, David Festa, Bryce Teodosio, Chase Mydroth. And that one's 58 out of 75. I don't know if that's like a rose gold, maybe? I'm not 100% sure. I'm just kind of flipping back. Maybe it's an SP. I just don't know. Poppy. Okay. Andres Chaparro. Jackson Jobe. Hey, you know what's awesome is I was on eBay looking for this card this morning. Maris on the other side. I love that. That's really sweet. We're just going to set that guy right there, ever so ginger. Okay. And then Ryan Bliss rookie on the back side. Always happy to see that. Number 17, makes sense. Sandy Koufax. Wade Boggs. Roberto Clemente. That's a really nice pack. I mean, as far as names go, I like that. Shohei. Beauty. Looks good. Metal off left to right. Top bottom looks good. This bottom edge is, it's bottom edgy. You know, let's put this guy right here. I hold on to every Shohei card I get, you know, whether it's base. I don't care. Even if I've got 40 of a card, I typically hold on to it. Okay, Adam Jones, haven't seen that name in a while. Matt Holliday. Ryan Sandberg. That's a nice pack. Refractor. Blue Prism. I like that. That was a really nice pack. Names weren't right, but don't care. Alright, Chase McDermott. Votto. Byron Buxton. C.J. Abrams. Have you seen C.J. Abrams hold a kid? Check out the Washington Nationals videos. The dude must have like real young siblings or family members that are what was I going to say? You know, like young nephews and nieces or something. Okay, I see that there's a Yankee. Alright, here we go. Strawberry. Thomas Sagasi. Yogi Berra, that's cool. I like that. And Michael Toglia. Last pack magic, even though I feel pretty good about this box already. Jackson Merrill. Ooh. It's Vladdy. Something cool. Jackson Merrill. Willie Adames. Oh, a senior. That's cool. I like that design. Out of 250. That was a great blaster. Great blaster. I don't know how box number 2 can top that. I mean, I suppose a name auto, you know, that'd be good. You know, I hate to say no name because I feel like that's offensive to whoever I pull. Okay, box number 2. Let's get in the crease there. So yeah, I bought these at Shields here in Fargo, North Dakota. I believe they were, I think they were $35 a box. I'm not 100% positive. I paid $80 some for 2 boxes, plus I bought a book for a birthday party we're going to this afternoon. Okay, nothing. Packs. 4x4. Let's do it. Alright. Tony Perez. Teddy Williams. Zach Veen rookie. Brooks Lee rookie. Always nice to see Brooks being this close to Minnesota. You know, he's a regional favorite. Yeah, Bobby. See, I love that. Top to bottom is horrendous. But I don't care. That's a beauty. Let's put those side by side. See both their faces there. Ernie Banks. Josh Naylor. What a stud. One of my favorite stories. So I used to photograph minor league baseball. And I remember I was photographing from the same dugout he was in, and somebody hit a ball to the outfield, and the guy's around in second base, and Naylor just loud just goes, "Fuck it! Run to third!" That was hilarious. Just the way he yelled "fuck it" for no reason. Just loud. Acuna, my brother's favorite player. Kevin Alcantara. Caden Dana. Griffey. Look at that. That's a cool card. Another great pack. We're going to put both those right here. Steady. Okay. Just realized that my AC stopped running and I forgot to close the door next to me, so I wonder how annoying that's been this whole time. Goose. Hal Newhouser. Edgar Quiero. And Kerry Carpenter. That's probably so far out of the 2 blasters, that's probably like the most dud of a pack, which, I mean, that's really saying something. Hunter Brown, J.P. Crawford, Vinny Pasquantino, Refractor, Real Muto. All right, down to 3 packs. I like this one. Let's put that on bottom. Now watch this pack. This pack's a hit. We'll go nuts. Okay, there's an auto. Spencer Steer. I'm not going to say no name because that's rude, but I like it. Let's put it right there until I get all these out of my hand. Bryce Harper, who's going to be on the other side. Mike Schmidt, that's a cool card. Yeah, gee whiz, fumble fingers, that's embarrassing. Hayden Birdsong. Let's put that back there. Oh, sorry, Spencer. Let's get you right in here. You're an auto. You get priority over the others. Chipper on the back. Babe Ruth. That's cool. Jeff Baggs. Spencer Steer. Spencer Steer box. That would have made someone real happy if they were a big Spencer Steer fan. That's cool though. Chipper. Okay. This is the pack I had a feeling about. Let's see. Let's see what she do. Yandy. Okay, Jacob Wilson. William Contreras. Trevor Hoffman. Man, good thing I don't play the lottery or nothing. Yandy. All in all, those were 2 really nice boxes. You know, we got the right guys. You know, I can't say everybody's pulling, you know, out of 2 boxes, at least an Ohtani and at least a Witt. The Spencer Steer auto. You know, I think we did pretty dang well. Let's flip this bad boy back around. Okay, that's what I've got for you today. If you're ever looking to trade, buy, sell, you know, look for me, No.Dat Card Guy. I'm on eBay. I'm on Instagram. Let me see here. I'm actually going to double check my username because not that long ago I did change my username from the Jackery Man. Yeah, Nodak Card Guy on eBay. I'm pretty sure it's the exact same thing on Instagram. Otherwise, you can follow Zachary Lucy Photography. Reach out to me that way. I'm always looking for 1960 autographs in PSA slabs. Doesn't matter if it's blue or red. But yeah, there we go. That's today's unboxing. I like to buy collections off Facebook Marketplace. Every once in a while, you'll pull a gem. Story for you. Not too long ago, I was on shopgoodwill.com and found a lot of 2025 Bowman paper, and I thought nothing of it. Well, actually, what it was a listing that had one box, and when the mail came, it was actually 9 boxes, and they were probably 8x4x4. Every single one of them just loaded with 2025 Bowman paper. So I ended up making lots, so I have to touch every single card. And I ended up, hold please. So, if you've opened up 2025 Bowman, you know that some of the prospect cards they're real sticky. And not sticky in a sense of, like sticky, but they would just stick to the back of cards for whatever reason. I don't know if it was the gloss on the front of them. But there was one card that was stuck to the back of a prospect card. Check that out. Just a beauty, and it is sharp on the corners. I mean, it's real nice. It's up on eBay right now for $130. Snag it, send an offer, whatever you want to do if you're interested. Other than that, yeah. Thanks for stopping by. Leave a comment with what you're looking for, with what you'd like to see in the future. Should I make more videos? What kind of content do you want to see? Okay, anyway, see you later. Toodles.